Welcome to quiz time. I'm your quiz master. I'm Sean, and I've got 100 questions for you to test your memory, to see what you know, and to have fun learning stuff as well. So, let's get right to it, shall we? Juicy fruit, Hubba Bubba, and Big Red are all types of what? Are they cocktails? Are they chewing gum? Or are they dress styles? And they're chewing gum. Which of these countries is famous for producing high-quality cashmere wool? Is it Mongolia, Turkey, or Syria? And of those three countries, the famous one for cashmere is Mongolia. The phrase Hakuna Matata means what in English? Does it mean shine bright? Does it mean no worries? Or does it mean be happy? Hakuna Matata means no worries. Which is the name of a political system ruled by a king or a queen? Is that a hierarchy, a patriarchy, or is that a monarchy? If it's got a king or a queen, it's a monarchy. A federal crime trial typically has how many jurors? 12 jurors, 14 jurors, or 16 jurors? Typically, there are 12 jurors. What is the world's most valuable publicly traded company as of October 2025? Would that be McDonald's, Nvidia, or Apple? Of the three, the most valuable would be Nvidia. What is the best-selling board game of all time on record? Is it Monopoly? Is it Catan? Or is it Scrabble? Don't let the picture fool you. It's Monopoly. In Buddhism, what is the ultimate goal one aims to achieve? Is your goal Dharma, Samsara, or arriving at Nirvana? The goal is to arrive at Nirvana. What is the name of the Microsoft software used for spreadsheets in offices? Is it PowerPoint, Excel, or Outlook? Microsoft software is called Excel for spreadsheets. What's the highest score possible in a single frame of bowling? Is it 10, 20, or 30? The highest score possible in a single frame is 30. What does the term B2B stand for in business? Does it mean business to business, buyer to buyer, or backer to backer? B2B stands for business to business. What type of fat is considered healthy fat? Is trans fat healthy? Is unsaturated fat healthy? Or is polysaturated fat healthy? Unsaturated fat is considered healthy fat. What is the minimum age to vote in most countries? Is it 18, 21, or 23? The minimum age to vote in most countries is 18. Which brand's logo is a polar player on horseback? Tommy Hilfiger, Yves Saint Laurent, or Ralph Lauren? And that would be Ralph Lauren. In a standard deck of cards, which king does not have a mustache? The king of hearts, the king of clubs, or the king of diamonds? In a standard deck of cards, the king of hearts has no stash. Which video game series is named after a famous rally driver? Valentino Rossi, Colin McRae, or Michael Schumacher? And that would be Colin McRae. Who created the animated TV show Beavis and Butthead? Was that Matt Groening, Mike Judge, or Seth MacFarlane? Beavis and Butthead was created by Mike Judge. Who painted the album cover for the Beatles' Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band? Was that Peter Blake, David Hockney, or Jim Fitzpatrick? And that cover artist was Peter Blake. What is the name of the main character in The Witcher series? Is it Geronimo, Galahad, or Geralt? And the main character's name is Geralt. What gas do plants absorb? Do they absorb carbon dioxide, oxygen, or nitrogen? Plants absorb carbon dioxide. What is 9 multiplied by 9? Is it 72, 81, or 96? A little arithmetic problem for us. 9 times 9 is 81. In which part of its body is a shrimp's heart located? Is its heart located in its tail, its belly, or its head? The shrimp's heart is in its head. In what year did YouTube launch? Was it 2003, 2005, or 2007? YouTube launched in 2005. How many goals does a player have to score in soccer to achieve a hat trick? 3 goals, 4 goals, or 5 goals? A hat trick is scored with 3 goals. Who composed the opera The Magic Flute? Was it Beethoven, Chopin, or Mozart? The Magic Flute was composed by Mozart. How many players are there on a rugby team? 12 players, 15 players, or 18 players? And on a rugby team, there are 15 players. The Raven is a famous poem by which writer? Edgar Allan Poe, H.P. Lovecraft, or was that written by Nathaniel Hawthorne? The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. Quoth the Raven, "Nevermore." Who famously said, "A diamond is a girl's best friend"? Was that coined by Grace Kelly, Marilyn Monroe, or Audrey Hepburn? That was famously said by Marilyn Monroe. Which U.S. city is known as the Paris of the Midwest? Is that Detroit, Philadelphia, or Cincinnati? The Paris of the Midwest is Detroit. Aurum is the Latin word for what? Earth, silver, or gold? Aurum is the Latin word for gold. What was the nickname of the first man-made spacecraft to land on the moon? Was it the Viper, the Beetle, or the Eagle? And that would be the Eagle. The Eagle has landed. A scalene triangle has how many sides? 2, 3, or 4? Well, as it turns out, all triangles have 3 sides. Who currently holds the record for the fastest lap in Formula One history? Would that be Lewis Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, or Kimi Räikkönen? And that would be Lewis Hamilton. What city is considered the fashion capital of the world? Would that be New York, Paris, or Milan? The fashion capital of the world is Paris. As It Was and Sign of the Times are songs by which British singer? Harry Styles, Sam Smith, or Ed Sheeran? Those are songs by Harry Styles. Feng Shui has to do with what? Design, color, or space? Feng Shui is all about space. What term describes clothing that can be worn by any gender? Is that unisex, ambisex, or durisex? Unisex. Who was the first female Prime Minister of the United Kingdom? Was that Margaret Thatcher, Mary Robinson, or Edith Wilson? The first female Prime Minister of Great Britain was Margaret Thatcher. What type of animal is a bat? Is it a marsupial? Is it a mammal? Or is it an aves? A bat is a mammal. Jeff Bezos is the founder of which company? Did he found Netflix, Google, or Amazon? Bezos is the founder of Amazon. What is the McDonald's logo called? Do we call them the Golden Spire, the Golden Arches, or the Golden Rainbow? We're looking for the Golden Arches when we're traveling. Which entrepreneur was known as the Oracle of Omaha? Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger, or was that Andrew Carnegie? The Oracle of Omaha is Warren Buffett. He's still around. Which car company owns the luxury brand Lamborghini? Is that Maserati, Dacia, or Volkswagen? And that is a product by Volkswagen. In which classic video game do you rescue Princess Peach? Is that Super Mario, Legend of Zelda, or do you rescue Princess Peach in Donkey Kong? You rescue the princess in Super Mario. In Christianity, which day marks the resurrection of Jesus Christ? Is that Ash Wednesday, Easter Sunday, or Christmas Day? And that would be Easter Sunday. A telecommuter is someone who works from where? From home, over the phone, or in an office? A telecommuter works from home. Who played Eliza Doolittle in the 1964 movie My Fair Lady? Kim Novak, Natalie Wood, or Audrey Hepburn? And that would be Audrey Hepburn. In what month of the year does the Islamic festival of Ramadan start? Does Ramadan start in February, May, or September? Ramadan starts in February. Lumbar support is for what part of the body? The neck, the back, or the feet? Lumbar support is all about the lower back. The Master Chief is the iconic main character from which video game? Doom? Is it from Half-Life? Or is it from Halo? That is from Halo. In which German city would you find the Bundestag Parliament building? Would you find it in Berlin, Munich, or Hamburg? The Bundestag is in Berlin. The Parliament, if you will. Which luxury brand is famous for its checked pattern? Barber, Bianca, or Burberry? And the checked pattern is by Burberry. What is the normal human body temperature in degrees Celsius? 35 degrees, 37 degrees, or 39 degrees centigrade? 37 degrees Celsius. Who played Oppenheimer in the 2024 movie of the same name? Was Oppenheimer played by Cillian Murphy, Colin Farrell, or Domhnall Gleeson? That role was played by Cillian Murphy. Wool comes from which of these animals? Does wool come from a yak? Do they get it from a goat? Or does wool come from sheeps? Wool comes from the sheep. Mount Kilimanjaro is located on which continent? Is Kilimanjaro in Asia? Does it rest on the African continent? Or will you find it in South America? Kilimanjaro is in Africa. How many Olympic gold medals does swimmer Michael Phelps have? Does he have 17 gold medals, 20 gold medals, or 23 gold medals? Any way you look at it, that's a lot of swimming right there. He has 23 gold medals. What genre of music did Taylor Swift play at the beginning of her career? Was she originally a country artist, a jazz singer, or did she perform folk music? Originally, at the beginning, she was a country singer. What country is known as the land of the morning calm? Is that the Ivory Coast, South Korea, or New Zealand? That would be the South Korea. What is the name of the second book in the Harry Potter series? Is it the Chamber of Secrets, the Philosopher's Stone, or the Goblet of Fire? That second book is entitled Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. In which city in Canada would you find the largest mall in North America? Is it in Edmonton, Vancouver, or in Ottawa? That would be in Edmonton. Which U.S. state is the smallest? Is it Delaware? Is it Connecticut? Or is it Rhode Island? The smallest U.S. state is Rhode Island. Which animal is known to play dead when it's scared? Is it the gopher, the opossum, or the raccoon? But definitely not the beagle. The opossum plays dead when scared. Who is the voice of Donkey in the Shrek movies? Is that Will Smith, Martin Lawrence, or Eddie Murphy? Donkey is played by Eddie Murphy. How many countries are there in the world currently, 2025? 187, 195, or 203 distinct countries in the world? There are 195. Who created the Muppets? Was that Jim Henson, Stuart Freeborn, or Phil Tippett? The Muppets were created by Jim Henson. Which World War II battle was also known as the Ardennes Counteroffensive? Was it the Battle of Normandy, the Battle of the Bulge, or the Battle of Anzio? That was the Battle of the Bulge. What is the heaviest organ in the human body? The heaviest. Is it the skin, the brain, or the liver? The heaviest organ in the human body is the skin. Who provided the voice of Groot in Guardians of the Galaxy movies? Was that Dwayne Johnson, Vin Diesel, or Jason Statham? I am Groot. That'd be Vin Diesel. Eared, monk, and baikal are three species of which animal? The pigeon, the fox, or the seal? Those are species of seal. What is the only planet in our solar system that rotates clockwise? Mercury, Venus, or Jupiter? Venus rotates clockwise. Soccer superstar Lionel Messi is from what country? Is Messi from Spain, Brazil, or Argentina? Messi is from Argentina. The 3 points of the Bermuda Triangle are Bermuda, Miami, and which other location? Is it Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, or a place called carbon monoxide poisoning? That'd be Puerto Rico. I don't know where that came from. Which of these animals breathes through its skin? Bats, snakes, or frogs? Which one of those breathes through its skin? frogs breathe through its skin? What do you call a substance made up of only one type of atom? A nuclei, a monopod, or an element? That would describe an element. What is the name of the process by which caterpillars turn into butterflies? Do we call that transfiguration, metamorphosis, or parthenogenesis? We call that metamorphosis. What is the unit of force used in physics? Do we call it the Newton, the Planck, or PSI? In physics, the unit of force is newtons. What do you call animals that eat dead or decaying matter? Are they scavengers? Are they lammergers? Or Andeans? They are scavengers. What is the largest ocean on Earth? Is it the Southern Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, or the Atlantic Ocean? The largest ocean on Earth is the Pacific Ocean. What do you call a group of dolphins? When they get together, do they form a pod, a hive, or is a group of dolphins a family? When dolphins get together, it's a pod of dolphins. Who sang the hit 90s song, Love Will Lead You Back? Paula Abdul, Sinead O'Connor, or Taylor Dayne? Love Will Lead You Back. That's a song by Taylor Lane. A barometer is used to measure what? Does a barometer measure soil composition, atmospheric pressure, or earthquakes? A barometer measures atmospheric pressure. What is the main gas found in the air we breathe? Is it oxygen, carbon dioxide, or nitrogen? The main gas found in the air we breathe is nitrogen. Can you complete the title of this 90s horror movie? I Know What You Did Last blank. Was it last summer, last night, or last Halloween? I Know What You Did Last Summer. How many planets are there in our solar system? 7 planets, 8 planets, or 9 planets? In our solar system, that we know of, there are 8 planets. Tahiti is a Pacific island territory that belongs to which country? Does Tahiti belong to France, Great Britain, or Portugal? Tahiti is a territory of France. What type of plant is an organ pipe? Is that a lily, a cactus, or a succulent? The organ pipe. That is a cactus. How long did it take Phileas Fogg to travel around the world in the Jules Verne novel? I think it's Phineas Fogg. 80 days, 90 days, or 100 days? 80 days around the world. Which U.S. president was assassinated in the year 1881? Was it William McKinley, Abraham Lincoln, or James Garfield? In 1881, President Garfield was assassinated. Which of the Great Lakes does not share a border with Canada? Lake Michigan, Lake Erie, or Lake Superior? The only Great Lake that doesn't touch Canada is Lake Michigan. Which of these gases is most commonly used in balloons? Hydrogen, oxygen, or helium? And that would be helium for helium balloons. What was the name of George Washington's wife? Was her name Barbara, Martha, or Judy? George Washington's wife's name was Martha. The coast of Slovenia touches which sea? The Adriatic Sea, the Ionian Sea, or does it touch the Tyrrhenian Sea? The coast of Slovenia touches the Adriatic Sea. How many phases of the moon are there in a month? Are there 4 phases, 6 phases, or 8 phases that we recognize? We recognize 8 phases of the moon. How many instruments accompany someone singing a cappella? If they're singing a cappella, do they play with no instruments, 1 instrument, or 2 instruments backing them? If they're singing a cappella, there are no instruments involved, just voices. The islands of the Canary Islands are named after which animals? Are they named after dogs, birds, or fish? The islands of the Canary Islands are named after dogs. Who does the King or Queen of England need permission from to enter the City of London? The Admiral of the Fleet, the Lord Mayor, or the Prime Minister? They must get the permission of the Lord Mayor. In music, what part of the song is the da capo? Does that occur at the beginning, the middle, or the end? The da capo occurs at the beginning of a piece. Valentine's Day is also known as the Feast of Saint what? The Feast of Saint Jude, the Feast of Saint Michael, or the Feast of Saint Valentine? That would be the Feast of Saint Valentine. And question 100. A gift of chinaware is traditionally given to celebrate the anniversary of how many years of marriage? 10 years? 20 years? Or 30 years? Which one is celebrated with chinaware? 20 years of marriage. Give that couple some china. You've done an amazing job. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and share your comments down below, if you would please. And check out these videos here too. They'll keep your brain working in top shape as well. I'll catch you next one. Bye-bye.